This is Adam with FC Endurance. We're looking at a video of Michelle on September 19th, just kind of seeing where her stroke is at. Michelle is having trouble in long distance races, keeping her speed up. She says she doesn't get tired, so we're looking for problems with her stroke. You can see every once in a while she gets a pretty darn good entry with her hand, but for the most part, you see all these bubbles. She's kind of leading with her elbow, not her hand, into the water. You'll see it when she comes back around this way. Right here, you can see her hand is actually what's entering last. We want that hand to enter first. And you can see as she pulls back through, her elbow's leading the way. We want the fingertips to be pulling first. The fingertips should be behind the wrist and the wrist should be behind the elbow. She kind of has that backwards. It's no wonder she's losing power. You can see right here, it's actually a pretty good position. We're just getting there the wrong way. We want to be at the farthest point forward, that hand about in line with the shoulder below the water, reaching out front to get a lot of power. And you can see again, her elbow is pulling back up. We want to be pushing back with the hand. You can also see she's exiting the water really far forward, so she's losing a lot of propulsion. We want to push all the way back, so Michelle pushes herself even farther forward. Now, we have Michelle on a pull buoy. She's much more comfortable there. And you can see even with the pull buoy, her hips are still sitting below the water. Her feet are even lower than her hips. And that comes from pressing down early at the front. She kind of pivots around her center when you press up here. Well, of course, your feet are going to go in the opposite direction. So we're also working on getting that hand entry lower, straight into the water where she's not pushing down on the water. So that way everything is going to float up in the other direction at the back half of her body. You can see she gets a pretty good rotation. Now front on, you'll notice, let me back up a little here. We're a little bit uneven. Her left hand comes in pretty close to her shoulder and her right hand comes pretty far out to the side. We're also right here, the left shoulder should be even lower. This is the power phase of the stroke. We want that hand even lower down here. And the pull is what's going to rotate her body back up. And you can see there again, go back and watch those bubbles on this hand. She's pushing through the water with those bubbles. She can't really feel the water. She's not getting a good grip. She does, you can see on this right hand, lead with her fingertips a little. She gets that hand tilted down. That's nice. But then her elbow isn't following. So we have a lot to work on, but there's a lot of positive things here too. All right, we're going to implement some ideas here. Happy training.